Hi there, I'm Ben Jones. Welcome once again to the Dukascopy TV studio. Public speaking is something that haunts a lot of us. So alongside me to discuss the do's and don'ts of public speaking is Laura Penn. Laura, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, some people thrive in the environment of public speaking, whereas other people, they want the ground to swallow them up. We've seen recently even Michael Bay, huge, big director in Hollywood, he cracked under the pressure of public speaking. So can you begin by discussing some of the most common mistakes that people make?
I have a list of top 4 mistakes that people make. The first one is people don't pause enough when they speak. They just run through what they're saying a mile a minute and they don't take a break. And pausing is a very effective oratory tool and more people should use it. The second thing is people say too many ahs and ums and like and sort of and you knows. And these clutter a good speech and make it look unpolished. Thirdly, vocal variety. There isn't enough of it. People are too monotoned. It's boring. It doesn't engage the audience enough. And finally on my list is body language. People close themselves off by crossing their arms, crossing their hands, closing off the connection between themselves and the audience.
Okay, so can you discuss some of the solutions to each of these problems?
Sure. For the pause, a pause before a statement is made is exciting for the audience. It creates a sense of anticipation, and it literally makes an audience lean forward. They want to hear what's coming next. A pause after a statement creates a bang, and it makes what's being said hang in the air. And it helps the audience to absorb the message that's just been said. So as a tool in speaking, it has those effects for the audience, but it also has an effect for the speaker. You can actually take a breath when you pause. And of course, it's through the breath that you have your voice, and it's through your voice that you have your speech. So pausing is a number one thing to do in public speaking. It's a win-win situation. For the ahs and the ums, I think an effective thing to do is to stop yourself from saying them in the first place. If you feel an ready to emerge from your mouth, keep it inside the mouth and replace it with a pause. Use pausing instead of umming and ahhing. And you'll notice that you will clean up your speaking and you will look more polished, more well prepared, and more professional when you speak. For the vocal variety, there isn't enough of it. And what you can do, because the human ear enjoys hearing melody, and when we hear a monotoned speaker, ba, 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 that, we just tune out. We're deaf to it almost. So you actually need to work to create vocal variety as a public speaker because it enhances the listening capacity of your audience. And to do that, you can do 2 simple things. You can play with volume and you can play with speed. With volume, imagine that you have a sliding scale of high and low volume. You don't want to rest at high or low too long. You want to be somewhere in the middle, and you want to slide it. Volume up sometimes when you're talking about something exciting. Volume down when you want to talk about something more intense. Same with speed. Slide it up and down from fast to slow, and you will create a melody. You will make music for the audience's ears. Finally, for body language, when you close yourself off, so again, if my arms are crossed, if my hands are crossed, if I'm creating this crossed look when I'm talking to an audience, I'm closing an energy channel. You want to have a connection with your audience as a public speaker. You want this open connection, and you can't have an open connection when you cross. So keep your body open. Open your palms, open your hands, keep your arms open. It also creates the illusion that you're confident when you speak. So these are all win-win situations for you and the audience.
Okay, so what is your number one tip that you would give to the people watching and to the people that you coach?
My number one tip is energy. There is not enough energy on stage when I watch people do public speaking. People have to remember that public speaking is a performing art, just like theater, dance, music. And as an art, we want to convey energy. And the audience wants to see energy. They're going to become deadened and deaf to the image on stage if that image is tired or dull. You want to shine when you're on stage. And I'm not saying, go over and do too much of it. But I am saying, turn on your on switch. the second that you get up from your chair and walk over to your speaking position and keep that on switch on until you sit back down again and you're done with her speech. And this includes the Q&A. If you're doing Q&A, you keep your energy level up. How do you keep your energy up? You use your face when you speak. You move your eyebrows. You smile from time to time. Smiling creates a radiance in your face, and that is an energy. You pull your shoulders back. You stand up straight. These are things that just send out your energy light bright and clear into the audience, and that creates powerful and effective public speaking.
Now, this is obviously a very brief look at public speaking, so you have a book as well that, can you explain a bit more about what it outlines?
Sure. My book is called How to Enhance the Performance of Public Speaking, and that's what I just finished saying, that public speaking is a performing art. And I look at performance in all different ways. I look at it from how you look, how you appear as a performer, how you use your voice, how you use your body, what your connection is with the audience. It's basically an all-in-one book, and it's called a pocket coach, actually. So it's like having your own personal coach in your back pocket that you can use and get help from at any time that you need it.
Fantastic. Laura, once again, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. Do make sure you keep clicking back to Dukascopy TV for plenty more updates and exclusive interviews. Bye for now.